Notts County Talk, we are live with episode 184 of the Pavis Perspective. It's a big one tonight. It's a very big show. It's the festive edition. George, as you can see, dressed up as Santa, which is just fantastic. Great to have you back on. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. It's it's Christmas this time next week. This time next week, we'll probably all be asleep.
Yeah.
After our festivities. Big week coming up for Notts. Yeah. Big game coming up for Notts this weekend. There's a lot to look forward to, and I'm back. I've been away for 2 weeks, maybe 3.
Maybe 4.
It was a bit touch and go tonight, but I made it.
Well, there's
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. I'm hoping. Hopefully, this time next week, I won't have unwrapped my my number one present yet. I'm waiting for Boxing Day for that. Hopefully, we get that win over Chesterfield. But that's not the game we're talking about. We're talking about also who schedules this a Boxing Day trip to Chesterfield. I can't think of a worse place to go on Boxing Day in this division than Chesterfield. And I genuinely mean that. I've made no mistake about that's my least favourite away day of the season. Just all around boring, in my honest opinion.
Nasty.
But Will's in charge of that. This isn't about Chesterfield. And I'm not going to be the Scrooge at Christmas time. A packed show this evening. We've got to talk about that Grimsby game. A fantastic result, fantastic performance. 2 goals from our strikers again. We're going to talk about, we're going to talk stickers, and are we going to finally pull a Notts player from our sticker collection? We're going to talk about which 3 past or present Notts players. So get thinking about this now, George. Which 3 past or present Notts players would you like to share Christmas dinner with? We've got our festive themed question, which is, do you prefer Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or Boxing Day? And we're going to talk to Seb, who is a Walsall fan, been on loads and loads of times on the channel, loads of times. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Tonight's player anagram is Risky Lag, which we're hoping there's none of that over the festive period. The Halloween spookies have disappeared from this channel. The ghosts that were haunting us have gone, it seems. Touch wood. As always, we are powered by Better Bats Computers. Use that code Pavis Perspective for discounts on computer repairs or refurbished computers. And as always, please leave a 5-star review if you are listening back on Spotify. We're aiming for 100 reviews on Spotify. Good reviews, anyway.
Can I just say something before we go on?
Go on.
I thought you did really well last week on the solo show. I listened to it. My highlight of the show was when the guest said, "I think if you get a Grimsby player in your pack, you should give away." And then she left, and you were like, "I'm not doing that."
No, I'm not doing that. I wasn't doing that. It's a good suggestion, but I'm not taking that suggestion. No, it was a good show. It was nice just to talk. It's nice therapeutic to talk to myself. Not talk to myself because we've always got our fans. But it's nice to just talk about the game as I saw it. Really deep dive into it, and just fortunately I've got you back this week. But things could have been worse. Could have been Jordan on here, which would have been horrendous. No, not really. Not really Jordan. I know Jordan. Is the anagram Toby Adebayo Rowling for Risky Lag? No. No, but it is Gary Silk. Well done, Wilford. You've ruined everyone's Christmas.
Yeah.
You could let it go on for another 10 minutes.
I was just going to say 10, 15 minutes you could have waited, but...
There we go.
Isn't it?
Adam says, thanks for asking the all-important question in our absence last week. We'll be asking Seb that today. We will. We've got with us, let's see, Nigel, Ian, Richard, Royston. We've got Ellie. We've got Rosemary, David, Nick, Stephen. We've got Billy, Mickey, who is a channel member. We've got Sally, Adam, who I've mentioned, who's a channel member, who says the month of death is becoming the month of points of plenty. Grimsby Way gets better each season. Dare we believe for Saturday? I'm going to just kick it straight off. Did you see any way at all that we were going to go into Christmas one game before Christmas with the opportunity to be top of the league?
No. In the short answer, absolutely not.
I mean, I know how I've ended up here. We're a transformed team from last season. Yeah. I know how I've ended up here, but how impressed were you on Saturday? Because you did the you obviously watched the whole game against Grimsby. It was the first time this season we haven't had a vlog, unfortunately, and with me being in this country, I didn't get the chance to watch it. You watched the whole thing. What were your thoughts on it?
I was impressed. I was really impressed, and it's probably one of them games where Grimsby, I think, could have come away from that game and felt like they could have got more out of it and probably should have got more out of it. because I think the game could have gone either way when it was 1-0. Even when it was 0-0, the game could have gone either way. I think Roos makes some really good saves. We defended really, really well. But that's just the difference, isn't it? We just seem to be so resilient and so eager to defend our box and playing as a team, So they're great. Like, having a good defense is the best base to build from, isn't it? Like, you can score goals, and we've seen that, as you were talking about last week with Williams. It was more about outscoring when we were in League Two than it was sort of not conceding. So yeah, I mean, it's good to have that for sure, and we're building some really, really good momentum at a really, I think, key time of the season. I just hope we can sustain it across a season. And the thing that I find most impressive is that we don't have our preferred midfield, and you just wouldn't know.
That is mad. That I was on Radio Nottingham yesterday. If you were listening driving home, or you had it on while you were making dinner or whatever, let me know if you heard. I was on Chatting Notts. There was a Forest fan on as well. We talked about them a little bit, but we talked Notts, and I said, do you imagine 2 years ago in a Williams team or even in a Maynard team, you play a game of football and one of your central midfielders completes 9 passes? You'd probably go back in. We wouldn't win the game for a start, because we wouldn't win games like MK Dons. And you go back in and you'd probably be hounded by the manager and coaching staff for completing 9 passes. But it was a superb, team performance. And I know we're not talking about the MK game, but we found different ways to win. Like Grimsby away, I look at that every fixture list and think this is not going to be great. And I know we've picked points up away, like David McGoldrick's return last season on that midweek game, and we won 2-0, I think, and then that 5-5 where we came back from behind a few times and lost the lead. But I don't know, there's something definitely different. I dare to say it. What if we win on Saturday? We could potentially be how many points into the let me just double check this. We could potentially, be 4 points clear in automatic. And I know 4 points isn't a lot, but you'd never ever have thought that.
No.
When do we, and I'm going to go on to talk about players in a minute, but when is it the right time to say, I was completely wrong about Patterson? Is the time past? Because I think there's a fair few of us that need to say, could probably say that. Is it too early to say that 20 games in?
No, I don't think it is. I really don't. I think the majority of us were doubters. If we're gonna, if we're all gonna be honest with ourselves, I think that the vast majority of Notts fans doubted that appointment. I certainly did, and I don't think you get the results especially recent results we've got, out of luck and without commitment. So I think you have to give Patterson the credit now. I think it's past that point as well. It's not luck that we're winning these games. It's the way that we've been coached. And look, I think everyone just seems to, when called upon, be really, really good. And we've had players that sort of dipped in and out of form, but then now seem to be really, really good. I'm talking about Bennett as well. Like Bennett was like in pre-season, he looked unreal when he played that game for us when he was what's the word I'm looking for here?
On like a trial.
A trialist, sorry, yeah. I know we were thinking we need to sign him. He can knock it past and run onto it, and he's that pace that we're missing at wing back and things like that. But he's just, and then he comes in and he didn't really make much of a print, did he, at the starting point of the season? But now, I'd hate to see him dropped, to be honest with you. I think he's been phenomenal, and he just seems to have improved so much, this season. And that goes for a few other players as well. I talked about Dennis. I mean, Dennis, after his injury, came back and he didn't look to be up to the same levels. And all of a sudden, he's just banging in goals from 25 yards for fun. So,
yeah,
unbelievable.
Yeah. Question here from Ian says, lads, is it too early to be top? No. I think too early to be top is your first 10 games. And the team we play at the weekend are the kind of the exception to the rule. But if you're top at Christmas in a lot of leagues, you will be up there at the end of the season. And this league has the added benefit of being 3 automatics. Now, I'm not saying if we win at the weekend and we go top of the league, we're going up. I'm saying you're setting yourself up for what is, a massive opportunity at playoffs at least. I've said on the channel, like, I don't want to be top just yet. I want to be sat in behind. I would like to be top on Christmas Day now. Definitely. I think that's the right time now. Walsall's collapse last year was something I've never ever seen. Do you remember being at my house, George, before we went to the Notts game and they played Newport away, Walsall, and they scored a goal and it was disallowed for handball? That's when their season effectively ended in my book. And I know they made it to the playoff final, but their season was done.
Do you know what? I had some time to sort of, because I asked a similar question. Is it a bit too early to be top? Would you prefer to be just being around the top 4 or 5 and make a push later on into the season? But I was actually thinking to myself, the mentality that we have and the way Patterson sort of operates, I don't think he would get carried away with it and let anyone else get carried away with it. Do you know what I mean? I don't think our heads would go if we did go top. I'm willing to eat my words on that one, but it just feels like the mentality is a little bit different under Patterson. So I think that could pay into our favour if things do go well at the weekend.
Yeah, and this top 7 thing that we've never been able to beat a side. Sometimes it was even top half, but like a good side. We beat MK, we beat Grimsby. I know Grimsby aren't a top 7 side, but I think by the end of the season they'll be there or thereabouts, and they were destroying teams at the start of the season. That's kind of gone. But yeah, and answer your question, no, I don't think it's now too early to be top of the league. I don't think. I wonder what people think that are watching. Do you think it's too early to be top of the league? I think now is about the right time, getting to halfway through. If we carry this on this season, so, double our points now, 37, double that 74, with then 6 games still to go, average that, you're probably on about 82, 83 points. You probably go up. We've been away to Grimsby in that. We've been away to Bristol Rovers, which with their new manager, I think will end up being a very tough fixture. We've been away to Swindon. We've got that out of the way. Away to Barnet, which is really tough. I know there's tough games to come. We've been away to Crewe, which never does as well. We've been away to Gillingham, which is not easy as well. So, we've got a fair few difficult games out of the way. And by the time you get to 1st of January, you can tick off MK Dons and Chesterfield on the away fixtures done as well. So things are, go on.
I just seen James NFC's comment. The performance levels feel sustainable. Sometimes you can be up there in the wrong way, where it doesn't feel sustainable. This is another thing that I've been thinking about as well, because I absolutely do think that the attitude's changed and things are definitely different. I think the defense has been, very, very resilient when needed. But it's probably because I'm a Notts fan and we have terrible luck, it seems. But there's just a bit of a nagging doubt in my mind. And I know the last 2 teams we've played are, they're top teams and they're going to be up there at the end of the season. But I do feel like we rode our luck at times. Especially at MK and Grimsby. I think that could have really gone either way. But like I've already said, 1 or 2 good saves. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being pessimistic.
Isn't every game kind of like that, though, against top teams?
Yeah, it is. And that's probably, obviously, the most recent games have been against top teams, aren't they? So that's why it's at the forefront of my mind. But
yeah,
there's definitely something like in my mind. I'm thinking, on another day, it doesn't end like that. But we just seem to be on a bit of a good run, don't we? We seem to be a little bit lucky, I think, at the moment. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
Not overly lucky. I think we are deserving of our wins, but there's just that this little nagging thought in my mind where I'm thinking, is this as sustainable as we might think? But
yeah, I know what you mean. But then I look at two results we've had this season. One of them, Crewe away. Crewe won 2-1, where Jatta hits the post from about 5 yards out, and Crewe fans probably left that game thinking we probably should have lost that. And Swindon away, where we took the lead twice, they got the point, and they probably thought, Yeah. Ewan says, is it too early to be top? We're not top, lads. We got asked the question, and we could be top on Saturday going into Christmas. Would love that. I'll be sat in my not shirt around the dinner table if that happens. But far from over. Do you feel? I do feel this slightly, and I'm going to ask Seb this when he comes on. He's coming on around 8 o'clock. Appreciate him joining us. Like, there's talking about the possibility, even 20 games into the season, of going up and being top. I can see how very easily I could get carried away and just start to like look at the fixtures ahead and think New Year. If we win these 2 of these 3 games, we're Accrington at home where we can get points. Do you know what I mean? You can feel. I could feel that I could really start to get carried away. So how must it have felt as a Walsall fan being 12 points clear in January? That must have been. I don't think we've spoken to Seb since the full collapse happened. So a lot of comments.
Do you remember when there was some Walsall fans commenting on our videos saying, "Oh, I hope you come up with us."
Yeah, or in like, yeah.
Well, you can't say things like that.
Has anyone seen the Walsall admin?
Who?
Exactly. He's gone into hiding. I bet. I wouldn't be surprised they got rid of him. What a howler! He was posting about promotion when the beat is on like the 4th of Jan. That's a game kind of similar to what you've just been saying, though. They should have left that game with after an absolute hiding, and they won 2-1. Lone FC. George, loads of comments here about Bedou's captaincy. Bedou definitely better captain than Palmer. Palmer's far too quiet, never gets in the referees. I give Bedou the armband. Oh, I don't know. I think that's a really, really good shout.
I do, yeah. I think Bedou, traditionally, in my opinion, would be a better captain than Palmer because he just seems to have that grit about him, doesn't he? That I think you need from a captain. So yeah, I agree. I think he's a good vote for captain, definitely.
3 or 4 years ago, I'd have just said it doesn't matter who's captain, just tell Bedou to get in the ref's ear, but that can't really happen anymore. It has to go through the captain, doesn't it? So, I don't know. I think it'd be. I don't know how many teams take a captaincy away from a player mid-season, especially when they're second in the league. But I know what people mean. Tom and George, would this team under Pato beat this team under Maynard, the team Maynard had last season? I honestly, and I mean this, the only way a Maynard team beats this Patterson team is if McGoldrick scores a few worldies.
Yeah, I was going to say it takes some brilliance from McGoldrick, I think.
I think Maynard would get. I mean, I'm not even talking about an experienced manager in Patterson, but like I think Maynard would just get. I don't know. I don't think they would. I don't think they would beat the current team we've got because this. Do you remember Wimbledon in the playoffs? You're in the playoffs and you're only like a goal down or so. The fight, 2 goals down, maybe. The fight, there was none. Like there's none. This team, if they were 4-0 down from the first leg, would fight, and they would give it a really good go. But yeah, some good questions. Loads of good questions today. If you are new here and you're tuning in on this Thursday evening, we're here pretty much every single Thursday. Not next Thursday because it's Christmas Day. If you want a Christmas special, we're not doing a Christmas Day special. But if you're new, please do subscribe to the channel. We're pushing for that 5,000 by the end of the season. We hopefully we can get it. Loads of giveaways to do. Our prediction giveaway on Friday was won, wasn't it, George?
It was
last week. So we've got another predictions video coming up. It's Jordan's turn this week. So yeah, tune in for that. Palmer's a different captain and player under Pato. Much better on both counts this year, but love Bedou. Possession-based football at Notts now abandoned. Didn't we have 41% possession against Grimsby? Yeah, we did. Yeah, I saw one person was really unhappy with how we played and basically said like football, the football was awful to watch. I'd rather see us win than play beautiful football, left, right, just keep going trying to cross the ball in. Do you know where a lot of our goals have come from recently? Look at the pass from Macari into Dennis. Wins it, straight breaks the lines, and then defenders don't know how to deal with it. Maybe defenders are set up thinking, especially early on in this season, they're going to be facing a very similar Notts side where you can just sit in banks of 4 and let them pass it. But every time we whip the ball through, we have chances and opportunities. Look at the Dennis goal against MK from the edge of the box. passed into space. The midfield are too far behind him. The defence are too far in front of him, and he gets a chance to shoot. Now more talk about Roos. And I've spoken about, is it too early to say we were wrong about Patterson? What about Roos? Because he's put 3 good performances in now, 2 especially good. There was a bit of an error in there, but he made up for it with a great save. What's your thoughts on Roos right now?
I think he's definitely had a good few games, definitely. But I wouldn't stop the hunt for a goalkeeper in January.
A number 1?
Yeah, I'd go for number 1. I think it's clear. I think you're always going to be sort of biased towards him because he is an Ox player, even though we have slated him a lot this season. There's that sort of bias where you feel probably a bit harsh in saying it, but I think we need a number 1.
Okay.
We all, if we're going to be honest, we all know that area can be improved.
Yeah. You can't. Football is really tricky because when we lost to Colchester, people were like, I saw people saying Patterson is like not the man, basically, and slating the team. And then 3 wins later, he's like the best thing in the world. So recency bias can really, really play a part, especially when I went away to Bristol and saw him basically winners points. MK make a superb save at 2-2 and make a triple save that you messaged me instantly about on Saturday, which won us points. Essie says, Roos Tom, ? Been on at me all season about this. I think we still need a new goalkeeper.
Yeah, we do.
Because can you imagine if he goes through a really good purple patch of form and you get to like the first game in Feb and he just drops off again? Then you've
exactly. Yeah.
But what if he puts in 3 fantastic performances? Walsall, Chesterfield, MK wins his points.
I still would go. I'd still dip into the market. Like, can you remember what season was it? The season under Birchnell.
Yes.
We had Yaros, didn't we? We had Slocum.
Yeah.
And who was the lad from Sunderland? It's bad that I forget his name because I think he's the best keeper. Patterson. That's funny. How did I forget that? Patterson was probably the best keeper we've had, bar Schmeichel.
Yaros playing Champions League football now, by the way.
Yeah, Yaros playing. So you felt like we had that competition for place, because Slocum was sort of the number 1, but he was being dropped in and out, wasn't he? Yeah. And I feel like they're probably on a similar sort of pathway, Slocum and Roos. You know what I mean? They're sort of similar time in their career when they're like the number 1 for Narts. They've got a few errors in them. I just feel like that competition for place would probably do Roos good, because if there's talks of a goalkeeper and his performances have improved, why not bring one in to push him, or bet if we can bring one in that's better than him and is a better keeper, then it's win-win in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Some mention here of the goalkeeping coach as well. Adam says maybe he needs competition to keep him on point. He hasn't got that at the moment. I would say if he plays to the level he has over the last 3 games and sustains it, then I think if that were to happen, he is good enough for the rest of the season. But if that happens. But confidence, good performances build confidence, don't they? If we pick up something at home, but I do think regardless of that, we need another goalkeeper, because even if he were to play that Bristol Rovers game or the Grimsby game, for the rest of the season, what if he gets injured? Then what? Like, yeah. Really, really interesting thoughts. Just reading some of these comments again. Someone said, imagine we still have Bass in goal. This is a great comment from Dale. Against Grimsby, 41% possession. MK, 42% possession. Bristol Rovers, 32%. Obviously, that was affected by the red card massively. And won all 3. Played Harrogate, 69% possession and only drawn. Colchester, 72% possession, lost. Ooh. That's a great start. That's in there. That if you said that at the start of the season and then bringing back to that, my favourite start of the season, that one of our midfielders completed 9 passes in 90 odd minutes of football, you'd be like, no way. No way. What's more likely to happen? Notts winning a game at the start of the season, if you said Notts winning a game where the midfielder completes 9 passes, or winning 3 games on the balance with less than 45% possession. Yeah, Callum says got no guest. Callum, we have got a guest.
Not been listening. You've said it 3 or 4 times.
I'm really upset with that, Callum. Really upset. 8 p.m. says Richard. Richard's been listening. Richard can have a gold star for that.
Has anyone else been listening?
Maybe we just talked to ourselves. Maybe we talked to ourselves. Callum, I thought really better you for that. Better you for that.
I did.
Yeah, interesting. Before
just Googling who Josh Rock is.
Josh Rock is a darts player, I think, isn't he?
Yeah.
You lot are so fickle. Where are the pitchforks for Roos? Says Wayne. Well, we've just given him credit, but then said we still want another goalkeeper. So, yeah. Chris says you're a guest nowadays.
Cheers, Chris. Thank you.
George coming back over soon, Chris.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I'll be over Christmas.
You be careful. We're back over Christmas. Ooh, could get nasty, that one.
1v1.
Could be. Definitely heard you say guest was coming up. Rosemary's listened. We have got the guest coming up. I hope not let down because we'll look ridiculous. George. I want to talk about our strikers. And the strikers, the problem for me is, great, they've both played 2 games together. They've both scored in both the games they've started together. Forced because of Tyrese Hall. And I've seen the stat that Phil Foden and Haaland have, the joint most goals between them, only second to Jata and Dennis. And Jata was suspended for the first 5 games. Then Dennis got injured. But there's got to be a concern that if this works, there's no one behind them to back them up.
Mm.
Like, he's not going to bring on Traore, is he? I think if we needed a goal desperately, he wouldn't bring on Traore.
Probably bring himself on.
Would you prefer that?
Probably not.
But what is that? That's the only issue I can see with that starting to. And also, something we've not really talked about is there now going to be interest in these 2 players? Because I've seen the most ridiculous rumor today that MK are going to bid 250,000 for Dennis. You can triple that. I'll be honest, you can triple that. The guys, if you add up his Carlisle goals, his goals to game ratio is great. But any concerns about the lack of players behind them, or that someone's going to come in and take one of those players away?
I think so. I think you'd be probably sleeping on it a little bit to think that that couldn't potentially happen. Jata's, since we've had him, has pretty much been rumoured to be going, hasn't he? I thought he was gone, to be honest, at the end of the last season, but it didn't seem to materialise. I don't think there's anything in the Dennis to MK thing. It's probably just one of those to stir up a little bit of something. I'm not sure. It's probably just their fans trying to get one over on us because we beat them, all 4 of them. So yeah. It does worry though, because you're right. Like we don't really have that much depth in that department, do we? So if someone does come in, you'd like to think if someone comes in for one of our strikers, it's got to be a substantial amount, and it's got to be enough to cover the return of the big man.
Off the top of your head, before we get Seb in, because I can see Seb's waiting, off the top of your head right now, what's the minimum you accept up front for Dennis?
I don't know. It's hard, isn't it? Because he's been good. He has been good, and I've sung his praises and said that he has got a lot of potential.
He's also free, so anything's a profit.
He's also free. Everything's better when it's free, isn't it?
Yeah. 300k for Dennis. Would you take it?
No.
400.
No.
500.
I think 6 is my number. 600.
600. What about Jata? 750k. Plymouth come back with 750k up front. Are you taking it?
The thing is, right, I genuinely, at this moment in time, call me crazy, I value Dennis more as a better striker than I do Jota, right? But Jota has sustained it over consistently over a long period of time. So I think that Jota's price will be considerably higher than Dennis's, because Dennis has never really proven it consistently. Well, to be fair, neither had Jota until he came to Notts.
Jota 55 league games, 27 goals. So
it's good going.
Goal every other game. Plus, he had a massive drop off last season.
Yeah,
not 55. Sorry, 65 with 32 goals. Good, that's good. So 750k no from Plymouth. They come back.
I don't think so.
Mil.
I think a mil. You've got to start thinking about it, haven't you?
Well, I'm going to do some transfer business right now because I fancy myself as a wheeler dealer.
I think if you mention Langstaff, I think we just need to let go.
No, I'm going to do some wheeling dealing.
Do some wheeling dealing.
Seb, do you want Jota for $1.5 million?
I'll have him over Matt.
Would you?
Yeah, 100%.
I've just sold him. $1.5 million.
You'd be lucky if Walsall would pay that now.
Well, I was on a Walsall pod last night, Walsall Fan TV, I think, and he was kind of saying you just don't have that spending power. That's why you just loaning him from other sides. Do you?
I think we do. I just don't think. I'd think the club a little bit scared of spending a bit of money. Like I think our record signing was 200 and something K, and that was 10 years ago. So I think that kind of speaks volumes, really. I think we like to buy on the cheap and just try and sell them on for a profit, and that's how the club is going at the moment.
Do you have any concerns at all about, like, is it 7 loan players you've got?
Yeah, I think it's close on. I think we have the joint most loans in the whole division. Yeah, I don't really like loans. I just think short term, really. I think good, brilliant, like Carney's class player, but long term, you can't really build a team around him. And you look at the last 3 seasons, it could happen for the 4th this season. It's really kind of derailed our season. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of loans. I think if there was something in place, maybe of a case that they can't recall in January, I think you'd obviously be a bit more comfortable. And I get you have to use loans in this level of football, but 7, I think that is too much, yeah.
Do you think Cornu will get recalled? Because obviously, I don't think it's the only reason, but you know, the recall from last January for Lowe was awful. If it was to happen, would Cornu be as big a miss, the same, or even more of a miss to the way you play?
Yeah, I think Cornu will get recalled, unfortunately. I think if there's an interview the other week with Nathan Jones, he said it's something they're looking at. So, yeah, I think we kind of got to plan ahead now. In terms of comparing Lowe, I think it would be similar, to be honest, because from what I'm worried about with Walsall, I know we're top of the league and that is brilliant, but I just kind of worry about where the other goals are going to come from up front. You know, got the likes of Jamil Matt, Aaron Presley, Albert Dharma can do a job there, but he's not going to get you like 10, 15 goals a season. So it is a concern, but we've got to kind of just obviously go on to you guys on Saturday, get a result and see how it goes really going into January.
I was always planning ahead on the channel and thinking about guests we're going to have. And when last season finished, even before we knew anything about this season, I knew we'd have you on, Seb, and I wanted to ask you a few things about last season. And it's not going to be as painful because you're currently sat top of the league. If you were sat like 17th, this would be painful to talk about. I hope this never happens to us. 12 points ahead, I think, in January. You'd come to our place. We played you off the pot for 45 minutes. Jordan, who's on our channel, goes and spoils it by saying that we're going to win, and your admin clips it. And then you're like 12 points clear. You must have thought you were going to get promoted. You surely thought there's no way.
Well, it is Walsall at the end of the day, so anything can happen with us. But no, I completely agree. I think 12 points. I think we were 15 points clear of 4th, where we ended up finishing in the end. It was just a absolute disaster, really. I'm slowly getting over it now, but you know, the start of this season, I was just a little bit deflated going into it. But We've started really the campaign after last season. I think it's been a good one, really. Top of the league. Obviously, I think we're top this time last year as well. Hopefully, get the job done this season. Fingers crossed.
Were fans behind Sadler at the end of last season?
I would say the majority. Now, I remember running a poll on Twitter. I think it was after the playoff final. I think 85% wanted him gone. And to be fair play to him, what he's kind of built so far this season. And I think, I've had my critics of Matt Sadler. I've been openly about that, to be fair. But I think what you can't deny, the football might not be great at times, and it's not kind of like complete 90-minute performances, but he knows how to get results on the board at times. It's just when it matters. I think sometimes you look at last season, just one more point would have gone over the line. So hopefully he's learned from the mistakes from last season in the second half of the campaign. We put it right this season because we need to go up this season.
Yeah. Is the football the same, or is he adapted like the way you play?
I'd say it's similar, mate. I think we are very much a team that kind of thrives off the other team having the ball. And I think obviously you guys, you'll obviously tell me, but I think you've kind of adapted the way you've played. Seasons gone by when we come to your place, you like to keep the ball, and it kind of played into our hands. So it's been an interesting game Saturday, but yeah, I think we kind of like to, sit in with the shape and then kind of, pinch and punish really with kind of chances created.
Yeah, there was a stat just before you joined that someone put in that the last 3 games we've won, the last 3 we've had 42, 41 and 32% possession. The 32% was the red card against Bristol Rovers, so it doesn't really count. But even before that, we'd still have had a lot less possession. So yeah, it will be an interesting game. Talk to me about Aidan Flint, because he's been good, hasn't he, since he's come in?
Oh yeah, he's been fantastic. I think the 2 key players I've spoke about, Corner, and I think without Corner and Flint in the team, that is just the spine of our side. Without them 2, I think we would struggle a lot more. I think he wins everything in the air. I think if you're ever going to go long on Saturday to your strikers, I don't know how to play, but if you do, then Flint will probably win 9 times out of 10. The duels, he's a warrior at the back, and yeah, he's a brilliant player to watch. And I think obviously Jamil Matt's a captain at the moment, but he's the real captain on the pitch. You can see him organising the players and just leads by example in everything he does. He's a class watch.
Put the ball in the air, Flint v Jatta. Flint wins 10 times out of 10 because Jatta's not winning anything in the air. Jatta's adapted his game, hasn't he, George? But he's not battling to win things in the air against people necessarily.
No, he's not the best aerial threat, is he?
No. Couple of questions on Flint. Richard said, is Flint alone?
No, Flint 1-year deal, so obviously see what happens until now to the end of the season. But he has been a real good addition to our side, 100%.
And Stuart says, does Flint have the pace to catch Jatta?
Yeah, I think that would be the question mark. I think if you do kind of, play to our weakness, which is probably the pace at the back, I think we do lack at times. And Flint's probably a little bit kind of, he's 36 years old now. He's not as mobile as he used to be. So if you've got some pace going forward, then it could be a worry for us, definitely.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you a question from Adam. Adam asks our guest every single week, so I'm going to put it to you. What's your favourite and your least favourite League 2 away day?
Oh, that is a good question. I'd say Notts County is definitely up there. I think I would say you've got the best ground in the division. Obviously, people are saying like MK Dons, obviously the biggest ground, but your guys' stadium with the character, and now I think it's a real class stadium. And I'd probably say Notts County definitely up there. The worst, there is some really bad ones in this division. You go away to like Crawley. I've done this season. I've done that a couple of times. Such a trek down. I'd probably say the worst away day, Barrow probably. I think not a great view from the stand. Just a trek. Last season we went up there. We lost 2-0. Just terrible journey back. We never win at Barrow as well. So yeah, I'd probably say Barrow's the worst and Notts County is probably the best. And we've got a good record against you guys, so hopefully we can continue that going into Saturday.
Everyone says Barrow.
Yeah, it's
literally everyone. George drove us up to Barrow in the COVID season, and we later figured out about 3 months later that George actually drove us up, probably with COVID. We won the game, so it was good. But ever since then, we went this season and we're We lost to a 96th minute goal for Barrow, and then you have to do that awful drive home.
Terrible, isn't it, mate? It's awful.
Yeah, it's awful. I'm going to ask you, Seb, then for a score prediction. We're a 12:30 kickoff on Saturday on Sky. So, it's literally first v second to see who's going to be top at Christmas. What do you think the score will be?
I think it's going to be a tough game for Walsall. I think we're on a decent run of form. I think in terms of the form for both sides, I think it's 10 points out of the last 15. So both sides in similar-ish form. And I think, like you said, looking into you guys going into Saturday, you've kind of changed the way you've played in terms of seasons gone by. So I think it's going to be a bit more of a battling game. And I think there's not going to be too much between either of the sides. I'm going to go with a draw. I'm going to have a 1-1 draw.
1-1. I'm going to put it out there. This is not my prediction, but I would 100% take a draw.
Yeah,
well.
I think we'd be happy with a point as well. I know we drew to Shrewsbury on Saturday, which was 2 points drop, but away at Nottingham, I think if you get a point, that wouldn't be a bad result at all.
Yeah, we've given ourselves breathing space winning against MK and away at Grimsby. So, yeah. Seb, you going to the game?
Yes, I will be there. Hopefully, another win at your guys' place.
Well, enjoy the game. Enjoy your favourite away day in League Two. Appreciate you coming on.
Nice
and,
one.
We'll see you in the season, mate. Cheers.
Nice one, Seb.
See you later.
Everyone says we're the best away day. Have I asked you that? What's your favourite away day in the league? My least favourite is Chesterfield. Crew's up there. Barrow's up there. Favourite away day?
Barrow. I get it. Like, it's so out of the way, isn't it, Barrow? You feel like
you're on your last legs driving away to Barrow in 2019 or whatever it was.
Yeah. It's a good question.
It's difficult,
It's a
isn't it?
good question.
I quite like Tranmere, I don't know why.
I
like the pub right next to the ground.
Yeah, that is good. And the mad thing about that was it didn't seem that busy.
No, it didn't.
I wish Notts had like somewhere like that close to the ground.
What, like even imagine it was like attached to the ground.
That'd be
class. If the club owned it as well to make some money, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I quite like Bromley away. Got a bit of a trick up my sleeve this year. Bromley, Valentine's Day. Already got the train prices looked at.
Right.
Who doesn't want to go to Bromley for Valentine's Day?
Senator already.
There we go. Might book that tonight. Might book it as the only Christmas present from wife. Train tickets to Bromley, and I say I'll pay off your ticket. What do you think?
I think there's people like you just keep the romance in this world alive. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see.
If I manage to do that, and it'll be made into a Christmas movie.
You buy them train tickets so well.
Yeah, I will.
Tears.
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, got it. Sorted. Cheers, mate. I always get advice for you for Christmas presents. Anyway, should we see if we pull a Notts player finally?
Yeah,
we've got to. Last week we pulled David McGoldrick. You'll have seen because you watched it.
Yeah.
Didn't count. Didn't get a Grimsby player though, so we couldn't give away a mug.
Yeah, I think if you get a Walsall player, you shouldn't give away another mug.
Here we go. I'm gonna even shuffle them today, look.
Oh my God.
Like a magician. Lewis Wing from Reading. He's a fix, these packs. Come on.
Did he get Reading last week?
Something like that. I've got Andy Cook from Bradford. These are fixed. There's got to be a League Two player in here. A Notts player, sorry. We've got 2 Leyton Orient players. Come on. We've got a Derby player.
So geographically close.
Last one. Are you ready? 1 stick. How far are you from completing the sticker? I've only opened 5 packs. 5 packs in a month and a half. Are you ready? Ready for the last one?
He's only asking a nice question.
You ready for the last? I know, but I haven't even. I haven't even had the energy to stick them in yet.
Oh, Tom.
You ready for the last one?
Go on. Hey,
we've got it. We've got the shiny Notts County badge. Get in.
Can we talk about T's and C's?
Hang on, giveaway's been cancelled.
You said player.
No. I did it. If you go back, I did say on one of them we'll do the badge as well. Wow.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Wow. Wait for the hashtag. because the hashtag will.
You're shaking.
Look at that. Look at that. I can't believe I've got it. Hashtag mug1, hashtag mug84. It's none of those. None of those hashtags. Wow. That is really nice. That's really. I might stick that over my not shirt where the badge is.
That's really nice.
That's really nice. That's really. You know this. If you're listening back on Spotify, the way I can describe that's really shiny. That sticker. It's like got shine. It's like all shiny and shimmery.
Mate, they're great words.
Jay Lever say can't find the stickers for love nor money. Let me tell you something. This is the last pack we got. I was getting worried that we weren't going to get a not sticker in there because I actually don't know where the stickers are. I don't know how you find them.
Can you not buy them online?
They're all sold out on the website.
All right.
Rumor has it that Will has bought 100 packs.
They seem to be giving all the players loads, don't they? Have you noticed?
That's where they're gone then. I'm not going to the game on Saturday. Boycotting the Football League. How much are the packs? I think they're £1 for 5 stickers. £1 for 5 stickers. Back in the day, right? Here's the story. I used to finish school. Tesco Carlton had some. I'll get down there tomorrow. I used to finish school, right? Primary school. My granddad used to take me to the like local corner shop or whatever. I used to get 5 packs for £1, 20p a pack of Premier League stickers. 5. I'm sure you used to get like 7 stickers in a pack. That'd be 35 stickers for £1. Now you just get a really, really shiny, shimmery, glittery Notts County sticker for £1.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but do you know what inflation is?
Yeah, it's when like blow balloons up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not an idiot. I know what that is. I've hosted many a birthday party, so I've blown balloons up. Do you know what inflation is? Or do you ask me because you didn't know?
No, I was asking you if you knew.
I know. I just told you.
Good. Yeah, so.
There we go. Just a man of the people. Well, that doesn't make sense, but I am.
Mickey lives in a spa.
Say again.
Mickey lives in a spa.
No, he says they've sold out of them in Spa. So Spa's a shop. It's like I don't think they have them in Ireland.
Oh.
I don't think they're.
They actually do. Spa's are actually really big in Ireland. Yeah. Really,
like a lot, like loads more shelves and stuff.
No, they just have a lot of spas in Ireland.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, someone says Sutton-on-Sea. I don't know what that's in reference to. Maybe they're just naming place names. I'm not sure. I can't see that. But we'll do the mug giveaway in a minute, and I'll tell you what the hashtag is. What I'm going to do...
Sutton-on-Sea.
Hashtag is inflation. Right. Here's the team. I'm not going to beat around the bush. It's unchanged. I can't see a way. I don't think we need to change the side. The only thing you might say is Tyrese Hall in for Grant, but I don't think you change it. Do you, George?
I don't think you change it, Tom.
I don't think you can change it. If Palmer is fit, which I don't think he is, he doesn't come in for me. Hall isn't ready until Chesterfield, is he? So obviously he's not going to be involved in this one. Jody, I don't think starts. You've said it. You said how good Bennett's is. You don't drop Bennett's. The only player I would put in if they were fit, and I'm pretty sure they're not, you put Robbo straight back in, don't you? Yeah. Someone says here, Grant's done nothing for a few games yet, but who do you put in? Maz Kuyar off the bench is brilliant. Sometimes you need players that are suited to coming off the bench and doing things off the bench. I'm not going to throw around the word super sub. Someone says Gordon for Cerula. That's possibly, Sam. Yeah, possibly. Cerula's not been up to his usual standard. Ness for McCarthy.
Why don't you like the term super sub?
Because I find super subs people that come off the bench and will score a winner for you constantly. Kuyar's not that kind of player. Kuyar's got great energy. I don't think he's a super sub.
I think Ewan's right.
What's Ewan said?
Respect Conor Grant's movement, please.
Yeah, I rate him. Someone said Ness from Macquarie did a few poor passes. Yes, Ian, but he got that assist for Dennis, didn't he? So, I would keep it. I would keep it the same personally. Do you agree, George? Any changes?
No, I don't think there should be any changes.
No.
Do you know only one change that I would like to see? You know, Kuya.
Yeah.
A chant started for him to the melody of Hey Ya by Outkast.
That'd be great. That would be superb. How would it go?
Well, I'm not going to do it because I've got a bit of a sore throat at the minute, but I think it could be COVID again.
Oh, no.
But yeah, I think go and listen to Outkast. Hey Ya, obviously after we finished, and you'll get the idea. Where he says Hey Ya, just put Kuya.
We can't play it for legal reasons.
Yeah.
This show just about has enough money to buy one more pack, so we cannot have a legal battle on our hands. We don't have the facilities for that. Basically,
Thanks.
we wouldn't even know what to do. We just if that happened to me, I'll just Google how not to get sued, and hope the first thing's like tells me how not to get sued.
I'm a bit more like technically advanced. I'd ask ChatGPT.
Can't even spell it.
ChatGDP.
Hey, big spender for Eeyore Pender. That's class. Yeah. Right. Here we go. I'm going to reveal right now. It's quite complex, so make sure you spell it correctly. Here's the hashtag you must put into the chat. Make sure you spell it correctly, please. Okay? It's going to stay on the screen for 60 seconds.
Maroon 5 moves like Jagger for Jetta.
Make sure you get the hashtag right, please. I don't want anyone getting it wrong.
Anthony, hang your head in shame.
It's on for 60 seconds. I can tell you now that this will not stay on forever. Okay? 45 seconds left. I'm nervous.
Tell me about the mugs, Tom.
Say again.
I don't have the mugs at the moment, so tell me about them.
Tell me about them. They use drink. You can. There's some drink, and if you have a drink, you can put the drink in it. Doesn't come with a drink this time, as the last one came with water in it, but this doesn't. They're just really good. They got handles. They're Notts County Talk design, hand painted by Jake. Jake, yeah. The only thing he's done on the channel in the last 3 months.
I thought George painted the mugs.
You are George.
Oh, I'm not reading off the prompter. I'm reading the comments. Oh.
The prompt, look, it's gone. We've got 38 comments. What's the hashtag, says Ewan. It was on the screen. Hashtag mug.
Just look around your comment.
Every comment around your comment is. I think he's done his day. I'm laughing at you.
He's done his, yeah. He's done his again. He does it every week.
Right. So this is nervy. Right. If you do win, and you are lucky enough to win, it will come up on the screen, excluding multiple draws. So if you've put hashtag mug 15 times, you can't win. We have made more than one, though, haven't we, George? We've had more than one hand painted by Jake.
Yeah.
So this is not the last time we will be doing this, but it's a nice early Christmas present. I'm not just to let you know, this might not arrive before Christmas. But a nice early Christmas.
The T's and C's there. This will be a lovely Christmas present. This might not arrive before Christmas.
Lovely, absolutely lovely. Christmas or New Year gift, Valentine's gift, depending. No, it'll be before Valentine's. Hopefully. No, it definitely will. They've been
Christmas
made.
Next year.
Christmas next year will be good. So let's see if I can get this working. So a bit nervous. George.
Tom.
Can you see the giveaway screen?
I can see the giveaway tool.
Can you see hashtag mug on there?
I can see hashtag mug on there.
Should we do the draw?
Yeah, let's go for it.
43 entries for the mug. Get in that we got that Notts County sticker. Here we go. The winner, contact us on socials, is... Oh, it's Karen Knight 2558. Well done, Karen. Congratulations. Contact us on either our Instagram, X, or Facebook page, or send an email to nottscountytalk@gmail.com and we will get that sorted for you. We haven't done a giveaway like that in so long.
It's good for you then.
So long. Unreal. There it was. There was the winner. That was unreal. That we got. That was the last of all the stickers we've got as well. That was the last. Unreal. Incredible. Right. Go to the poll question then.
Oof. It was a good one this week. Surprising result, actually.
Mickey is not coming from Ireland. UK based.
UK based. Not UK based. Which of these is your favourite day? Christmas Day? No, sorry, I've messed it up. Oh.
It was so much
fun. No, hold on.
So
In no particular order. In no particular order. Christmas Day, Boxing Day, Christmas Eve.
How many votes?
123, which is a nice number. 1, 2, 3. Aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. Christmas Eve gets 25% of the vote. Christmas Day gets 31% of the vote, and Boxing Day gets 44% of the vote.
44%. You're very welcome, Karen. Thank you for watching our videos. What did you pick?
I picked Christmas Day.
Reasons?
It's just exciting, isn't it, to like see what Santa's left for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What have you asked for this year? Genuinely, what? Anything you want?
This is a bit left field. You're probably gonna laugh, but I think I might know one of my presents because I saw Santa in Tesco and he told me. I want
on his knee.
No, I didn't want to do that to him. Didn't want to hurt him. I wanted a good sturdy umbrella, and I think I'm getting it.
Yeah, have you asked for an umbrella?
I have, yeah.
Nice, fair enough.
Maybe a coat.
Maybe just things you get when you're older.
Yeah, maybe some socks.
Maybe. Are you actually getting an umbrella?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Rains a lot in Ireland.
Rains a lot in Ireland, yeah.
Go to Spar off a good one. Plenty of them about. I voted for Boxing Day. Love Boxing Day because it's the start of the days. I love all the days, really. I'm a big fan of Christmas, as you can tell, I'm a Christmas jumper on. But I'm a big fan of the days when it's like 26th to like 30th, where there's just, you don't know what day it is. There's football on everywhere. There's darts on everywhere. You have at least 2 games to go to. Just great. There's food left over, and you use it as an excuse to eat really nice food in those days because it was Christmas a few days ago, so I'm going to eat, whatever. What have you got, Rupert? New tunnel to go in. Oh, is he here? He's not here, so he hasn't heard me, but a new tunnel.
Why has Ewan said that?
What's Ewan said?
I hate umbrellas.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to give that any more airtime. So...
I'll be at Mead Lane over Christmas, depending on...
We literally don't have a game after Saturday, so... At Mead Lane, we've got 2 away games.
Doesn't say anything about there being a game. It just says being at Mead Lane. I might just go just to breathe it all in,
You're not going to be here for Chesney.
Probably not.
You're going to be here for MK.
What date's MK?
29th.
Possibly.
Do you know what? Will and Jake have said they're not doing MK. If you come back over for the MK game, they'll definitely do it.
No, I don't want them to. Not my accord. If you're going, you're going. Don't go because I'm going.
Oh, you're a bit shirty, yeah.
I'm shirty, you're right.
Jordan wants to go.
I was planning to come to Nottingham with my new umbrella, feeling all good about myself, newfound bit of confidence.
Definitely can't get on a flight with an umbrella.
Might even open the present yet.
They'll be dead. That'd be really difficult to work out what that is. Is it a dead fancy one?
It is nice, yeah. Wooden handle.
Oh,
got like a wooden loop handle. Yeah, curved, And it's engraved as well.
Walking around like Mary Poppins. Engraved, what with?
I can't tell you. Personal.
Is it your name?
No.
Fair enough.
It's my old PlayStation gamer tag.
What's that?
I'm not saying it on live. I don't want people to start adding me out.
I can tell people what it was.
No, because I still use it.
It's George Vizard.
No, it won't. It's better.
It's not your name, but it's your gamer tag that is your name. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's stop talking about that now because I don't think you're getting an umbrella for Christmas. Anyway,
I'll show you on Christmas Day.
I'm not bothered. Ewan says, "Sorry, George, I do like your podcast. All is forgiven."
It's not. It's not.
Engraved with a PIN number for his bank card. It says.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah. Fair enough. We've
all been there.
Yeah, exactly. Right, score prediction then. I would take the draw. I definitely would take the draw, I think.
2-1 Notts.
Who's scoring?
YouTube. Jata and Dennis from 25 yards.
Jata and Dennis, copy and paste.
Yeah.
Basically.
Just out of interest, who do you think wins on Friday out of Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua?
I don't know. It's ridiculous. It'd probably be scripted. There's
not.
No way it's real.
I reckon.
Who do you think wins them?
It's got to be Joshua, isn't it?
Who wins, you or the Wirral dog?
Probably the Wirral dog.
What if it's you and your umbrella?
Definitely the umbrella.
Exactly. But anyway, Wirral dog, we're never ever going to see him again on the channel. I can say that. We're not going to see the Wirral dog. We didn't even see the Wirral dog. Anyway, I'm going to go for 2-1. I'm going to say Jata double to put him just out of Walsall's price range at 2 million. 2.5 million, I think.
3 million.
3 million. I'll give you 4 million for Jata. But no, I think if we win, great. Like, unbelievable. We're definitely top at Christmas, bar a massive goal difference swing in the Swindon game. And if we draw, I know you want to go and win your home games, and I definitely do want to win. But if you draw that game, you've got 7 points out of the most difficult month going. Yeah, you can't complain against top of the league. I also think if this was Chesterfield coming to Meadow Lane or MK Dons again, or another bigger side, I think people would take it a bit more seriously. I think the fact it's Walsall and what happened last season, and the fact that they are not the biggest side in the division, with all due respect, people think it might be really easy. It won't be really easy at all. They're top of the league for a reason. So it will be a very difficult fixture. But I'm hoping for a 2-1 win. Anything you want to say, George, to our viewers before Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
You've nailed that. Absolutely smashed that. I'm going to say Merry Christmas. This may or may not be the last you see of us in a live format before Christmas Day. But if it is, who knows if it is? If it is, have a fantastic Christmas, everyone. Thanks for all your support this year. We will have another show out before the end of the year, possibly even Christmas. Depends what happens on Saturday. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for getting your questions in for our guest today, Seb, who's always great on the channel. Thank you for all your questions for us. Loads of really good questions, loads of great input. Congratulations to our giveaway winner. Don't forget to contact us on one of our social medias, and we'll get that mug, the first of a few mugs that we have had given to you. Enjoy the game on Saturday, however you watch it, whether you're watching it on telly or at the game. And as always, please leave a like, and please, please, please subscribe as a Christmas treat to our channel.